Hello everybody, this time I'm let's playing a different kind of game. This is an Xbox Live indie game called DLC Quest by Going Loud Studios, as you can see there. Basically, the game is kind of a parody of sorts. It's kind of taking the mick out of the way a lot of games now rely on DLC sales and kind of push DLC sales heavily rather than like just building everything into the game as one would expect several years back. But yeah, so yeah, this is just like me starting up a new save file for the game because this game is very short. By that I mean it's very short. It won't even take you an hour to play through. I think this playthrough took me probably about 35 minutes. Wait, not even that, 25 minutes I think. It's just 2 parts. And this is basically just your setup. It's showing off how the characters are basically just your general tropes for video games. You got the princess and you got the bad guy kidnapping him, otherwise known as every Mario game ever. And this is our hero. So this is basically just introducing the plotline. To start off with, you can't move left, you can't jump, and there's no animations. All of that stuff, that's DLC. So you got to use the coins that you collect to buy what is supposedly DLC, which is not real or anything, as there's actually a disclaimer at the start saying if you missed it. Yeah, so I'm starting off by buying the movement pack, which lets you move left and it lets you jump. Because the whole point of the game is basically you collect coins, you buy DLC, which lets you progress further. So far I haven't even got any music playing at the moment yet, because the music is a DLC package, which it's not actually that long until we start getting things like that. And here we go, we get sound now because of the audio pack. And yeah, the music in this, it's very stereotypical video game music, very chiptune heavy. And yes, there is a horse armor pack. It's kind of basically they had to do that with a game like this. And this is kind of taking on the idea of how a lot of games now sell you things like to make you finish the game quicker as DLC. Because the time is money pack, it means that you have to grind the sword against that sharpener for a lot shorter period of time than what you would usually have to. And I haven't spent the time to see how it works if you do it without the DLC pack, because I think that's 10,000 times that it wants you to grind the thing, so that would take absolute hours. And this is just me looking for coins so I can buy the times money pack. And yeah, that's the other thing. These sheep wandering around, once you get the sword that it needs you to sharpen up first, you can kill all the sheep, which I'm sure the people for the ethical treatment of animals would absolutely love. And so, because I hate them so much, I'm making a point of killing every sheep I see. Yay! Everyone loves a bit of bloody murder. Yeah. Now I've got monies, so I can get that pack, and it's time to go to sharpen off my sword. And that sounded slightly inappropriate, but you know what I mean. Yeah. Now I can slash things, including the guy who gave me the sword. Slashing stuff up in this game is pretty fun, I've got to say. Here's the sheep. It's the quickest burial I have ever seen. I hadn't even considered killing your sheep, mate. Love it. These trees are really easy to cut down. Walking. It's totally not the Pokemon Colosseum battle animation. Yeah. This is actually really clever what they've done here. This guy is a random non-playable character who has that screen animation every time you bump into him, which is actually that does happen in video games a lot. So, yeah. One of the things that I've got to comment on with this game is that platforming seems to play really well for what's essentially just a spoof game. Because like this jumping around, the jump can be slightly awkward at times because you end up hitting into things, but at the end of the day they haven't taken anything too seriously in this game, so you can let it off. That it's kind of going for a retro look while not being too obvious that they're going for a retro look, which is actually a good thing, because what I find with a lot of these newer games that go for that retro look is that they're going only for a retro look, and they seem to throw the whole idea of character and gameplay and that right out the window. I think of like older classic games that people played back then, there was a lot of thought gone into things like the character designs and the level designs and that seems to not get mentioned much in the newer games, which are going for the nostalgia value, which is kind of a shame really. But yeah, there are still some games that get it right. Like I've played Mega Man 9, I suck at it, but I've played it and you can tell there's a lot of like thought gone into the level design and everything, so it's not all bad. But yeah, what you find a lot in this game is that you start looking for not shortcuts, but alternate paths that are slightly hidden away, which is another trait that you see in a lot of video games. Yeah. Jumping. There's so many gold coins in this game, you would think it was New Super Mario Bros. 2. But yeah, this guy, he's not important yet, but he might be important later on. Oh yeah, you can't get to the other forest without DLC. You've got to buy the map pack. As anyone trying to find an online game and a first person shooter will know. But yeah, back to the shop. Right, what will I go for first? Went for the psychological warfare, because this is back to Pokemon Colosseum guy. Because this pack that I've just bought is supposedly a pre-order bonus, even though I didn't pre-order the game. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of in Rock Band 3, I think that it was a lot of the pre-order bonuses were for cheat codes, because that's totally going to work. It's like within probably a matter of minutes after people getting hold of the game, the cheat codes were put online because they weren't single use, and then pretty much everyone who played Rock Band 3 had the like alternate guitars and things that the cheat codes let you have. So yeah, that was kind of a failed pre-order bonus in all honesty. But yeah, love harmonics though, they're brilliant. And the underground cave zone, that's another kind of trope. This is just a filler non-playable character guy, he's brilliant. Now, the entire screen is brown, nothing else but brown. Solid level design. Kind of like the background graphic for this map. Kind of pretty well detailed, it does its job, it's really cartoony. More coins, and that's the little underground route there that, yeah, I did show off. More jumping. Yeah, running out of things to say at the moment because all I'm doing is coin collecting, but never mind. I forgot to kill the sheep, damn it. This is my slight compulsive nature wanting me to go back and kill the sheep here, and I can't remember if I did. Fun. Yeah, so this times like that, you see the jump get a little bit clunky. Yeah, well, I didn't bother going for that item yet because I don't have the double jump, so I can't get it yet. And these little signs, most of them are like little references to the game studio's like website and Twitter feed and things like that, which is kind of from an indie game. You kind of expect it. But yeah, so I'll see you next part.